They looked at my fall and thought they were seeing the end. Little did they know that I was the last to know what God had already prepared. I walk streets that don't even remember my name, nights that seemed endless. I saw doors close without explanation, and dreams tried to abandon me. I had to learn to smile without an audience and keep going when no one was watching, because those born with a promise don't depend on the approval of the majority. While they spoke of my defeat, heaven spoke of my mission. While they counted my mistakes, God was counting my growth. I was broken on the outside, but being rebuilt on the inside, because those who carry a purpose survive even without understanding. I didn't understand the silence, nor the reason for the delay, but today I see that God was just writing a greater story. I was the last to know that heaven had already decided. While I wept on the ground, my future was already written. I was the last to know that the pain held value, because God was preparing something greater than my pain. They saw the desert, but God saw the arrival. They saw the delay, but God saw the road. The scar I used to hide became proof of my victory. The tears I fell yesterday are now part of the story. I saw people leave when I most needed to stand tall, but I learned that some losses are the price of a greater faith. Cause not every goodbye is a punishment, nor is every way to prison. Sometimes God empties our hands to give us something much greater. And when all seemed lost, that was when I grew the most, because the greatest battles happen when no one can watch. If it were up to logic, I would've stopped. If it were up to strength, I would've broken. But it wasn't logic, nor strength. It was the promise that remains alive. I was the last to know, but heaven already knew it all. Every tear had a destination, every battle had a purpose. I was the last to know, but God had already signed what seemed impossible. It was already determined. Today I walk in silence without needing to convince anyone, because when God writes your name, even the impossible doesn't just say amen. It simply happens. They thought they were witnessing my end, but I was just the last to know that God had already decided everything.
Some people post motivation, I post results. Actually, I don't even post.
Why they show what they wanna be? I work too extra, make it happen. No audience, no fake applause, just discipline and focus on the asphalt. Lots of talk, little delivery, lots of posing, little strategy. I learned early on the journey that noise builds nothing. They wanna seem strong, I needed to survive. They want the stage and love, I just wanna grow. I don't post, I prove it. I Don't announce plans, I execute them again. While they live on opinions, I live on construction. I don't show, I do. Every fall became a step. If nobody's watching now, even better, I'm creating my story. They doubt in my silence, they confuse calm with fear. But whoever carries purpose doesn't need a plot. I've lost friends along the way, I've been last in line. But whoever learns to walk alone never falters again. In the darkness I was formed, under pressure I evolved. If the world didn't give me space, I built it myself. I don't post, I prove it. I don't post, I prove it. Each scar is a new brick. It's not about likes, it's legacy. It's not about hype, it's results. If nobody applauds, that's okay. My progress doesn't depend on anyone. I don't post victories all the time. I only appear when victory explodes.
Results speak for themselves, and they speak loudly.
Funny, they always laugh at the beginning, but they fall silent at the end. I remember the tables becoming a joke, my dream turning into laughter. They said it was too big for someone who had nothing. I heard but I didn't respond. I felt it but I didn't give up, because those who understand the process aren't shaken by improvises. They judge what they don't see, they talk about what they don't live. But those who build in the dark don't depend on those who doubt. They laugh first, but they won't laugh last. I transformed every no into fuel while they talked about me. I talk to God and to myself. They laugh first, but time became my friend. I was once plan B, I was once the last to be chosen. But those who learn to fall, learn to stand up. Silence was my teacher, pain became my direction. Today I don't run for applause, I run for evolution. It wasn't love, it was a sleepless night. It wasn't by chance, it was persistence. I learned to believe, because those who laugh at the beginning can't bear to see you arrive.
The beginning is always a reason for laughter. The end is a reason for respect. last of my fall. But they never saw my knees on the ground. While they talked, I was building. It was hard when they cried in the dawn, when the table was empty and the dream was hard. No one saw the fear holding me back, but God saw every cut left on my arm. A promise isn't told, it's lived. I learned to be silent while the world attacks me. I traded applause for discipline. I traded revolt for gasoline. They want a stage, I want a legacy. They want fame, I want a calling. It's not about money, it's about a mission. It's about winning without selling your heart. The more they pressure me, the more I rise. The more they test me, the more I endure. I don't chase light, I shine in the dark. I didn't make noise, I made history. Why they doubted, I wrote my victory. In silence, I built my empire. Those who laughed at me today study my criteria. I didn't make noise, I made history. My faith was my shield on the journey. If the world tried to stop me, it fell, because whoever walks was God, never walks alone. Cold night, hot mind, firm gaze, resilient heart. They got my name wrong, but they got my destiny right. Whoever plants in the desert, it's divine. I saw friends become an audience. I saw a brother become an ugly shadow. But I learned loneliness is not punishment. It's training for the next level, my friend. The top is silent, because only the courageous climb there. It's not about luck, it's consistency. It's not about hype, it's relevance. If I fall, I get up. If I bleed, I endure. If I doubt, I remember where I came from. They want results, but they don't want a trial. I carry scars as a trophy of progress. I didn't use noise, I made history. And silently I raised my victory. An empire silences vision. It's not ego, it's a mission. I didn't make noise, I made history. Those who doubted today keep the memory. Heaven confirms those who persevere, because those who walk with God never walk alone. They laughed at my fall, but they never saw my knees on the ground. They laughed at my fall. They called it luck, but they didn't see my nights of war. They called it coincidence, but God had already signed. I walked alone, cold street, minor place. Empty pockets, but a heart full of promise. They saw a lost soul, I saw construction. Because God plants empires within solitude. No one bet's only invisible until it becomes inevitable. No one believes in the improbable until it becomes unstoppable. I heard you won't succeed more times in my own name, but whoever walks with purpose never dies of hunger. I felt like I got up, I was silent, I learned while they slept, I survived. Every tear was an investment, every pain became strength. The world didn't see my war, but it saw my victory. They didn't see the process, but they will hear my story. God had already something unforgettable. I didn't chase applause, I chased purpose while they wanted the stage. I was building something solid, yeah. I saw doors close in my face, but I saw God open a way. Because when heaven decides, you never walk alone. The desert taught me value, pain taught me vision. Whoever survives the emptiness masters any direction. They laughed when I started, today they speak my name, but they don't know the nights that I fought against man himself. If no one believes, continue. If no one supports, continue. If no one understands, continue. Because God doesn't consult an audience before changing your life. God had already signed, there was no way it could go wrong. The whole world against me, but heaven on my side. Today I walk in peace without needing to prove anything. He who builds in silence has his victory sign. Has his victory sign. They called it luck, but God had already signed it.